Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for being here this morning. I want to begin really by introducing Jason Mohr, who is the Director for Region 7 for HUD. And we've got a pretty exciting announcement this morning, but I'm going to let him make it. So.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mayor.
Absolutely.
Well, it's always good to be back in St. Louis, one of my favorite cities. Thanks to COVID, it's taken me a little longer to get back here than usual. So I want to cut to the chase, and I want to get to brass tacks. I am here today to bring good tidings and, oh yeah, a big check.
Oh, yeah.
to the city, a grant that the city has received many times in the past and has done a great job of administrating this grant in the past. This grant is actually a little over $2.5 million. That'll be used to help children and families for lead abatement and creating healthier atmospheres for family and children. With today's funding, the city will be working with medical and social services agencies to help administer the money to help make homes safer for families and children. This has been a top priority goal of this administration, as well as my boss, Secretary Carson, who is a doctor, and he knows very well what the developmental issues are for children that are exposed to lead-based paint. Like I said, the city has been past stewards of this grant, well over $33 million that they have received in the past, using that money to remediate many units, well over 6,300 units that they have used the money in the past. Lead exposure has two distinct qualities. First, in its intensity, which is so severe that it can have crippling and long-term effects. And second, its invisibility, as it can go unnoticed for those not directly affected. That's why lead testing for children is so critically important. While unhealthy and unsafe housing affects millions of people from all walks of life, we know that children, the poor, minorities, and people with chronic medical conditions are disproportionately impacted from unhealthy homes. As may be obvious, low-income families are more likely to lack the resources from preventative measures in the home, and deferred maintenance can lead to the development and the persistence of residential hazardous conditions. The work begins in our communities, in our neighborhoods, and each home. It takes community engagement, public-private partnerships, and the dogged focus of the outcomes with the help of our grantees and our partners. HUD has an important role to play in the connection between identifying and addressing these hazards that have an impact on potential health issues. We want to be proactive, and we want to focus on the prevention rather than treating the illness. I want to conclude by thanking everyone that is in this room who are involved in this effort. And I also remind everyone that the HUD Office of Lead Hazard Control and Healthy Homes offers a wide range of educational tools and products and resources to assist our partners at all levels in educating their communities and maintaining a healthy home. So I want to give congratulations to the mayor and to the city of St. Louis for administrating this grant and the many homes that you will be remediating over the next few years. Thank you very much.
Thank you. First, I want to say a huge thank you to the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development and the Great Plains Division Administrator, also known as Region 7, Jason Mohr for being here today, and I'm proud to stand alongside of you to receive the 13th lead grant for the city of St. Louis. I also want to acknowledge the people who really do this work. Of course, Frank Oswald, building commissioner here, and Dr. Fred Eccles, director of the Department of Health, and Matt Moak, Community Development Administration director. Bill Rata, Bill, where are you? There you are, who has worked with this program for a long time and is the director of housing for CDA. These are the dedicated people who work tirelessly every day to build a cleaner, healthier, safer city for all of our residents. And our homes are where we live, where we spend most of our time. And because of COVID-19, where we are spending more of our time, and of course, where we raise our families. But St. Louis, like many other cities across the U.S., are continuously working to remediate older homes from the legacy of lead contaminations. Lead-based paint was banned in the U.S. in 1978, so a little more than 40 years ago. But it's still inside many of our buildings, many of our homes, many of our sturdy old brick homes. And when lead paint or dust is ingested or inhaled by our kids, we know that the mental, physical, and developmental health consequences can be very severe and are long-lasting. They disproportionately affect lower income and minority communities. That's why over the last few decades, we've been a proud partner with HUD and the EPA and other stakeholders to make 6,300 housing units safe from lead. More happening every single year. Since 2003, more than 2,100 units have been made lead-free. Children in St. Louis are more than just our future, they are our present. And it's always the right time to make our children a focus and a priority. We have been doing that in this administration since the get-go. But we still have more work to do until we get to 0% of the kids who are tested for lead having lead levels in their system. And so that's why this grant from HUD is so extremely important. It funds remediations that prevent that exposure. We want all of our kids to grow up free from the exposure so they can go on and have bright, successful futures because of their lead-free neighborhoods. So again, thank you to HUD. Thank you, Administrator Mohr. We really sincerely appreciate this. And thank you, James Hurd, who's been with us for a long time on this journey. And thank you for choosing to invest in the city of St. Louis. Thank you all. Thanks for being here. Really sincerely appreciate it.